Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, because we are simulcasting on Facebook, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Dun, 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 Bubba Chevy. What up? Bubba Chevy say, make America great again. Bubba. Get him, Bubba. Jamal Henderson, what's up? Ray, I see you. Pretty TLC. Anthony Turner. Paragraphics. Is that Saran Nomad? What's up? Saran Nomad. Mac Mitchell, Detroit in the house. What's up, Mike? Bob, Stars Jammer, Rashonda Story, Illinois up in this bad boy. What's up, Eric X? Paragraphics, Teron Reed, Anthony Turner, Paul D, Felicia Harris, Ernest Walker. What up, Arizona? Cedar Bronx, Cherry John, G Max Supreme. Going in, fam, going in. So I wanted to share my screen with y'all on this article. I thought this article to be extremely entertaining. Here we go. Here's the headline. Donald Trump advisor says ICE agents will be at Bad Bunny's shameful Super Bowl halftime show. Called it a shameful Super Bowl halftime show. ICE will be there. Why is ICE showing up for the halftime show? Well, let's get into the story here. Following the news that Bad Bunny will headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show, a core member of Donald Trump's administration has warned that the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents will be present at the game. In a Wednesday appearance on The Benny Show, Corey Lewandowski, the president's 2016 and 2024 campaign manager, who now advises the Department of Homeland Security, was asked whether ICE will be on the ground at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, come February 8, 2026. There is nowhere you can provide safe haven to people who are in this country illegally, was Lewandowski's response. Now that the Super Bowl and nowhere else, not at the Super Bowl and nowhere else, we will find you and apprehend you and put you in a detention facility and deport you. No, that is a very real situation under this administration, which, contrary to how it used to be, he continued, which is contrary to how it used to be. The remarks came just 3 days after it was announced that Benito would be performing at the big game next year, 6 years after he made his debut on the Super Bowl stage during Jennifer Lopez and Shakira's, is it Shakira? Shakira's headlining show. The news was particularly attention grabbing, as the rapper had previously decided not to perform in the United States while on tour due to concerns that immigration officers might target his audiences, something he he referenced at the time of the announcement. I've been thinking about it these days, and after discussing it with my team, I think I'll do just one date in the United States, Bad Bunny wrote on X on Sunday, September 28th. As for Lavandowski's personal opinions about Roc Nation's pick for the 2026 showcase, the conservative consultant isn't a fan. It's so shameful they've decided to pick somebody who seems to hate America so much to represent them at the halftime show, he said on The Benny Show. We should be trying to be inclusive, not exclusive, Lavandowski added. There are plenty of great bands and entertainment people who could be playing at that show that would be bringing people together, not separating them. It's unclear where Lavandowski may have gotten the notion that Bad Bunny, who is from Puerto Rico, an unincorporated territory of the United States, hate America. Even as he was explaining his reasons for not taking his, what the hell is that? I ain't gonna even try to pronounce that. But that world tour, whatever, even as he was explaining his reasons for not taking his world tour through the so-called land of the free in 2025 to 2026, Benito specified in a September interview with ID, there were many reasons why I didn't show up in the United States, and none of them were out of hate. I performed there many times, he continued, at the time. All of the shows have been successful. All of them have been magnificent. I've enjoyed connecting with Latinos who have been living in the US, but there was the issue of like effing ICE could be outside my concert. And it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about. Horrible ending to an article, especially an article this explosive. Billboard, do better. Anyway, fam, what do y'all think about this? ICE will be at the Super Bowl. ICE is coming to the Super Bowl. They're coming to the Super Bowl to arrest illegal immigrants. Is that something that illegal immigrants normally attend? Like, do they come out in record? Do they come out enough for ICE to make an announcement? Do they come out in record numbers enough for ICE to make an announcement? You know, I got it that this is a Latino performer, but those Super Bowl tickets are not cheap. And you know, usually if you're an illegal immigrant and you pay and you normally don't have access to that type of paper. You know, we're talking about Super Bowl paper. That's a different type of game. That ain't no regular season game. You know, usually people who can get those type of tickets, well, I guess you could get those type of tickets if you're into something illegal. One might say just being here is illegal for some people. In any event, let me go into the comments, fam, and see what y'all saying about this. Let's see. A Boogie says America may not be normal. ICE will be wasting time and money, according to Felicia Harris. Vicky Slaughter, what up? Lisa Nelson. Well, yeah, I guess they could be going after the workers. Yeah, I guess that's who they'd be trying to go after, the workers. But why are they going after the workers? Shouldn't they just get with the NFL and let them know that if you hire these people and they're not legal, they're not of legal status, we're going to come down on you? So they mad at Bad Bunny because Bad Bunny be switching up. Y'all want to see Bad Bunny? This Bad Bunny right here. This is now that's mild compared to this one. This is Bad Bunny in a dress. Fam, I am so looking forward to Super Bowl 60. I really, really, really would love to see the reaction of the conservatives. Personally, I think they're going to probably get another entertainer. I don't think that this dude going to hold up. He already has expressed concern about performing in the United States already. And so for him to perform at the Super Bowl, you know, I think it'll take a lot of politics, and he may even get some death threats. I wouldn't be surprised if he's already getting death threats. I think he'll bow out. I don't think he's gonna go through with it. I don't think he'll go through with it. However, if he do go through with it, it'll probably be the most watched Super Bowl halftime performance in the history of Super Bowls. Now, remember, this is Super Bowl 60 already. So any Super Bowl that got a zero at the end is going to be big. It's going to be celebrated because it's a milestone. It's a commemorative event. So it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of focus. The NFL is going to go extra hard to celebrate that date anyway. But now you got this controversial performer. The more controversial, the more people want to see it. So if y'all thought that MAGA was mad at Kendrick Lamar hitting the stage, wait till you, and you know it's hard for them to be mad about anything more than they could be mad about a black person performing, you know, especially a black person that ain't a bootlicker. You know, if you're a bootlicker, they'll give you a pass. You stand on business, you got a spine, a backbone, then, you know, they're going to hate on you. So it's hard for them to not like something other than black. This dude is of Latin descent. He's Spanish descent. He's of Spanish descent. And he identifies as a person who supports the LGBTQ community, but he claims that he is not gay. He practices fluidity. I guess that's kind of like where you go with the flow. Where the wind blows, that's where you go, right? So they don't like the fact this dude wearing these dresses and all this type of stuff, and you know, and I don't either. I'm gonna be straight up with you, fam. I don't like all that. I don't like it. However, we got bigger fish to fry. They've been letting it go down forever and ever. Why wait till the Super Bowl? They got it all on TV. It's at the award shows. You damn near go to any website and you see that stuff. It's everywhere. So, and it's in the movies. If they didn't want some dude from that with that type of energy or that type of style ever getting on stage and performing, they should have shut it down from the beginning, from the start. It should have been shut it down. So what trips me out is how they pick and choose their outrage. How you gonna get mad at this dude for supporting LGBTQ when your senator, Ted Cruz, just spoke up in support of pedophiles. Y'all see how is the mixed messaging, depending on what side you're on, depends on how they feel about you and your antics. It's the inconsistency is what throws me off. The inconsistency. They talking about somebody who hate America. Buddy said, I ain't never said I hated America, but I know somebody right now who act like they hate America. They definitely hate half of America. But I'm sure that ICE wouldn't be at the Super Bowl waiting to deport him. Or his wife. And I'm sure if they let dude on that stage, I am absolutely sure he's going to switch outfits and put on a dress just to rub it in his face, rub it in their face. And that would be the one time that I'd like to see a man wear a dress. That's right, I said it. Put on that dress, Bad Bunny. Put it on. Rub it in their faces. Make them mad. Give them high blood pressure. Make it spike. Make their high blood pressure spike. Stress them out. Make them fall down. Send them to the ER. Yeah. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Activate. Do your thing. If you've never done your thing before, to go against the grain in this so-called American, what would they call that? American standards. Do it, man. Do it. Do it for the culture. I want them to break their televisions watching the show. I want them to be just shooting the television, pow, 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 throwing bricks at the television, taking out, yeah, Super Bowl. Yeah. Want them to go crazy. I like anything they hate, fam. I love anything they hate, I love. And anything they love, I hate. That's right. Anything they love, I hate. Anything they hate, I love. And that's default. I ain't even got to know nothing about it. I don't have to know the person or nothing. They hate them, I love them. They hate Bad Bunny. I love Bad Bunny, man. I ain't never even heard of Bad Bunny until, 3 days. You know what? Now, let me take that back. I heard the name about a year or so ago. I heard his name for the first time. Maybe a couple years or so, I heard the name for the first time. But I never paid attention to him, so I never knew what he looked like until 3 days ago when they announced him as the Super Bowl halftime performer. But since MAGA hate him, I love him. Anything to make them have a bad day. Anything. Yeah, man. Make them have a bad day. Have them driving, make them lose focus. They be so filled with rage, they so angry, can't even see, just go blind. It's just amazing how some people equate optics to real work. They equate optics to progress, to action, symbolism. Like what is changing the name of this? How is that going forward? How does that make America great? How is putting up statues of Confederate soldiers, uncivilized mud Confederate soldiers. How does that move the country forward? And how does that bring us together? Since they're talking about unity, how does that bring us together? The Confederacy, Confederate flag and all its symbols and all of its uncivilized heroes, they all represent division. It's one of the greatest divisive tools in the country. But they're supporting that. You know, the hypocrisy, man, it's just next level. So I would just absolutely love to see their reaction. Oh man, I'll be watching just to see the reaction, and I'm going straight to the comments on every blog. Be reading the comment, but they gonna be mad. They gonna be mad. But here go the thing. Now here go the thing though, fam. Here's the thing. A lot of them are undercover, so they ain't gonna really be mad. Some of them gonna be acting mad, but a lot of them are undercover. So on the cool, they're gonna be over there salivating, like, yeah, finally, representation. Yeah, representation matters. Yeah, man. A lot of them, a lot of MAGA, a big chunk of MAGA is LGBTQ, but they're undercover. Just like a big chunk of Democrats are not for the poor. They're not for equality. A big chunk of them liberals, a big chunk of them, they are not for equality. They are not for diversity, equity, and inclusion. They are not for that. They just say that because they know that that's the talking points for that particular seat that they want, and to get the votes from that of a particular constituency. That's the only reason why they say that. That's the only reason why they go along with certain things. But behind closed doors, they doing something totally different. Republicans and Democrats hang out together. They go to school together. They raise their children together. They worship together. They party together. They vacation together. They have sex together. They procreate together. These seats that they're running for is not about one side trying to make the other side, or one side doing their best to make the world a better place or make America better. It's not about that. They're not trying to make America better. You ask yourself, if they were, would you feel less safe every year? Do you feel safer today than you felt last year? Hell no. I can answer that for you. Hell no. So it's not about that. They don't care about citizens. They want that seat for money and power. They do not want the seat to use money and power to better America, to better the people. They care nothing about the people. They want those seats for money and power for themselves. What's up, G. Johnson? And here's another thing, fam. You know, American politicians talk too much. They talk too much about what they're going to do. So everything is not for public consumption. If you really wanted to capture, if you really thought that there was going to be a major uh, number of illegal immigrants at the Super Bowl, you wouldn't have announced that ICE is going to be at the Super Bowl. You just pop up. But they talk so much. They just talk. They even talk a lot when it comes to foreign enemies, talking about what they're going to do, when they're going to do it. Just talking. Talk too much. What's up, Jarvis? Life is good. Marquise Vegan. What's up, Marquise Vegan? What it do? Vanessa Jones, Bin Laden's chopper. Yeah, Stephen Wren, what up? Midget Mike. History told through black eyes. I feel that. Yeah, Super Bowl is how many months away? 5, 6 months away? 5 months away. Super Bowl about 5 months away. And they already talking about how they're going to be at the Super Bowl. If they really were serious about capturing illegal immigrants, and they thought that there was going to be a great amount of illegal immigrants at the Super Bowl, they would just show up. You know, the element of surprise is how you gain victory. It's not exclusively how you gain victory, but it's one of the best tools. It's one of the best methods to gain victory. The element of surprise. He telling everybody what they're gonna do. They ain't finna do nothing. They ain't finna risk. They go out there. They're gonna be going out there to be at the game to have fun. They're gonna be out there eating popcorn and drinking beer and rooting for their favorite team. All this stuff is just a show. All of this stuff is a show to spook everybody, keep everybody on their heels, while Donald Trump continues to consolidate power. That's all this is about. All of this stuff, every single day is something different. Every single day it's another threat. Every day it's another threat to democracy. It's another threat to freedom of speech. It's another threat to freedom of assembly. It's another threat. It's a threat to everything except gun rights. It's a threat to everything except gun rights. But guess what's going to happen? Pretty soon, that's going to backfire. Because, you know, in order to really get that control, that's going to have to be one of the plays. You're going to have to get people to disarm. You can get people to disarm. How you do that? Continue to consolidate, scare everybody, get the judges in your pockets, get the appellate judges in your pockets, get law enforcement in your pockets, get the military in your pockets, get all of the weak people in Congress in your pocket, get them all. And then you just do whatever you want to do. Then when you say, give me them guns, the first person that try to stand up, knock them down, then the rest of them gonna fall. That's how that go. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Y'all be careful out there. If you are an illegal immigrant, there's nothing to fear because they already told you where they're going to be. So all you got to do is avoid Santa Clara, and you'll be all right. It's my time, fam. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.